Welcome in. I hope everyone's doing well. Another day, another headache. I hate to hear that, Ontario. Sorry you have another headache. Hopefully, it alleviates itself or it isn't too bad at the very least. Sorry to hear that, though. We're back with more Alan Wake. Well, last we left off, we met up with the guy who says he has our wife. And we fought a park ranger, and I'm not sure if the dog was okay. It's very important to me that I know that the dog is okay. It's very important. But before we get into all that, as always, you can find me at any one of these places up here, or if you prefer, there are easily clickable links right there in the chat, or if you're watching this in the future, down in the description below on YouTube. Took Tylenol and it didn't help one bit. So, agropos of nothing. I've always thought Tylenol just wasn't as good as ibuprofen. I know ibuprofen's worse for you, but I always felt like that actually helped. Whereas Tylenol I always felt like didn't. I don't know if I'm the alone on that one or not, but just personal opinion. I've always found that Advil doesn't help either. Well, they're both aren't both Tylenol and Advil acetaminophen based? They're ostensibly the same thing. I could be wrong. Once again, not really my wheelhouse of knowledge, But let's go ahead and fire this up. Tylenol is Advil not? You can boost your flashlight with left click.
You'll be sorry. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
Damn, Alan just starting all fucking...
He had Alice, and he wanted the
ramped up.
Because he thought it held some magical power, but I had no man.
Ibuprofen is Advil.
I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
I'm a generic kind of guy, so I just know it as, ibuprofen. Huh. Does caffeine make it worse? If you have... No. Ow. Off to a banger start. Add one to the count.
You'll be sorry. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me?
Because I wonder if it's
Come back here!
Because caffeine changes your blood pressure, and a lot of those medicines have caffeine in them.
It held some magical power.
So,
no manuscript to give
I wonder if, that is a factor. Yeah, I get it. You're a very old tree, and you're very creaky. Let me through. Did I grab everything over there? Woo. Alright. I don't know if I read that manuscript. Episode 2, taken.
On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign. And nothing was safe or innocent.
Go away or make it worse, but I don't know. Because I haven't had coffee in a few weeks. That's fair. Because I know, for some people, there's, triggers for what brings on that kind of stuff. So I'm wondering if, it would be worthwhile for you to kind of, keep track of, what you ingest and whether it makes it better, worse, or no change, that kind of thing. And see if you can't, figure out if there's a pattern. Well, just spookily in the woods, huh? Just out there in the woods, all spooky-like. I'm going this way. Fuck you. I'm gonna go look for things. Let's make this just a fun hiking simulator. when I first wake up and do nothing. I'm gonna keep asking questions. I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know if I like if I'm just gonna annoy you with them or not. Because I'm a slut for a good mystery. The headache you have, is it like across here, around the back of your head, like all over? You know? Because like different kinds of headaches present in different kind of ways. Like I know like a hypertension headache. Like I often get those from sleeping. If I sleep too long. Just forehead. Okay, so it's not like a hypertension headache. Well, unfortunately, I'm now completely fucking lost. Oh, there's a shiny thing. And a bear trap. Oh, that is a bear trap. Oh, no. Great. Because I wonder, like, I know I've gotten those from, like, sleeping and whatnot, so I wonder if it's something like that, maybe? Like some kind of compression in your neck causing pain? Like I said, I'm sorry if I'm annoying you with all these questions. You know, not that I can give you any answers from your answers, even. So many bear traps. At least they light up.
What the hell?
Rusty warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
Had money, I'd go to Tim Hortons and try if coffee makes it worse or not. I mean, Tim Hortons coffee sounds fucking awesome right now. Fucking love that place. We have one in New Jersey, and it is wonderful. Deadeye Allen. But also, like, yeah, it might be worthwhile to, like, keep track of that kind of stuff, though. Like, I don't know how much it would help. But, like, more points of data is rarely a bad thing. You know? Where the fuck am I supposed to go? The music is mildly, like, action-y, and it worries me because I don't see enemies. Always had a hard time sleeping, though. Sleep be difficult. Like, a lot of people take it for granted that, like, oh, you just lay down and shut your eyes. Like, no, it does not work for everybody. Like, me God damn it. Like, me personally, though, like, I've always had sleep trouble as well. And people have always said, like, oh, well, just, you know, lay down and shut your eyes and turn everything off. And it's like, that does not work. I gotta remember not to be precious with my stuff. Like... Seems like I've survived. Damn, now I kind of want a donut. Now that I'm thinking... You said Tim Hortons, and now I'm thinking of donuts, and now I kind of want a donut. Shit. It's like the place is like Tim Hortons is reasonably far away, like outside of my range for biking for the most part, unless I want to spend an hour getting there. Shit. So like, but yeah, unless I want to spend like an hour getting there, it's like that is out of reach and very expensive to order. Although there is a Dunkin' Donuts like right by my house, I could go get Dunkin'. But I actually don't even know if that place is open, Alan. My nose! Fuck. Alright, there we go. I am not actively getting murdered right now. Now let me turn this on. Ah, and it replenished my health. Good. I'm not a fan of Dunkin' Donuts. A lot of people love them. I think they're like, at best, kind of like bland and like all right enough. Like if there's no other options, Dunkin' Donuts is fine.
The night had been one desperate
I'm
situation
not a fan of that
after another.
title.
I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand.
7 a.m. Woke up at 2 p.m. due to sibling waking my ass up just to give me cold drink from Tim Hortons, which I didn't ask for, but still consumed.
The chainsaw.
I mean, for reasons to be woken up, like, that's not a bad one. That's like most of a full time sleeping, you know? Like, all in all, not the worst way to be woken up. Now I'm going to be worried about a fucking chainsaw.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen over, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
What in the uncharted bullshit is this? I hear crumbling rock, and I don't like it. Wait, I saw it. Ah, there it is. So I had a galaxy brain move this week. I got myself one of them cold brew concentrate like jugs at the supermarket. Okay, what did that do for me? Okay, scale the rock face. Good. Alright. Arrow pointing this way. Oh. Oh. Alan and his fucking shit jump. But I bought myself one of them, like, pre-bottled, like, cold brews. Like the big jug where it's like you're supposed to drink it all week. Didn't have this headache, so I could volunteer. Yeah, like, shit like that kind of makes it so, like, everything you do is a little, like, that little bit more difficult. Like, finding the motivation or, like, energy to do any of it is so much harder. It's a shame. God damn, I swear to God, as soon as I was not hungry. Like, I wasn't hungry at all, so I was like, oh, I'm not going to stop and grab food on my way home. Of course, I'm not hungry. The moment I started... Oh, Lord. Alright, that combat could have gone worse. Could have gone better, but it also could have gone worse. Hey. Look at my headache, my feet hurt. Like a motherfucker if I went to volunteer today. Yeah, it would have been rough. Like, the way it sounds like you're feeling, it's like, I don't necessarily know if you would have had a groovy time all day. Because you, I think you've mentioned before, you do fairly long shifts volunteering, like full work shifts, right? I wish Alan was a little bit more centered in screen, because I feel like I'm missing shots that I shouldn't be. Oh no, like 2 hours, 3 to 4 days a week. Maybe I'm thinking somebody else or something else, but I thought it was way worse. Like, still, like, if you're, you know, in pain, like, that's still a long-ass time, though. You know... We're just gonna do that. That seemed like an appropriate reaction. Hey. We made it to this structure. Reached the top of the mill. But anyway, back to what I was saying before. I got myself a cold brew jug. A little thing of, oh no. Oh no, no, no. Alan? Oh, son of a bitch. Alan can't swim. Let me add one to that. I've been making myself a little bonus coffee every day at work. That's been nice. Although I didn't buy the good version of any of it. Like, the cold brew is like the nicest thing I've got. Whereas, like, I bought the cheapest, like, dumbest, simple syrup. I bought, like, some, like, horrible, sweet, like, non-dairy Wawa creamer. So it's, like, not a great coffee. But it'll do in a pinch. November, I mentioned my feet and headaches to my doctor. Feet couldn't do much. My headaches told me to take more Advil, despite it doesn't help. Like, that's the thing, too. Like, telling you just to take more if it doesn't help. Like, a patient could easily overtake, like, what they should be doing with that kind of advice. Like, especially since, like, I assume you've told them, like, hey, it really doesn't help me any. Good job, Alan. Nice kick. Physics.
When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had
Locals
changed,
on
like the
crank.
channel had
This
been switched
Friday.
without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show.
That sounds
When
like
the
a
birds
band
started
name.
attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Like a band I would really like. Oh, this room's full of goodies. Flares, a coffee thermos. Oh, almost 100%. Everything sucks more with a job. Like, not even trying to be like the anti-work, like, kind of guy I normally am. Everything is worse when you don't feel good at work. Like to compare it to, like, my back the last, like months ago, like, it made the simplest task at work kind of like a real awful, like,
the logging site was a
slog.
mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Hey, I don't think we've met those cops. Well, now I feel stupid, like I should have just come out here first. Because this clearly wasn't the way to go. The way with all the goodies was the way to go. Always follow the goodies. Time I was walking to my mom's work because I was nearby, and my mom wasn't working that day, and the boss told me, and let me sit in the break room for a bit. I'm glad they took that kindness on you. Like, oh, there's a ladder. Like, that's the thing, unfortunately, like, I feel like that kind of kindness isn't normal anymore. And, like, part of it kind of makes sense. Part of it's just kind of like, you know, awful. Because, like, at a certain... Okay. At a certain point, like, there's, like, a risk to being kind. And it's kind of horrible to think of it that way. The darkness wears her face.
Be aware of Widowmakers.
Okay, that went well. I asked him if I could sit in the back, and good thing he did. Yeah, like there's a, like, nowadays I feel like there's, like, that, like, idea that if you show somebody kindness, you're going to regret it. The fuck? Did you get hurt by this fucking barrel? No, I should have been playing on easy. Oh. We were doing so well. There's a oh, or I could just reach through this wall, I guess, and grab it. Hey! 50 XP for reasons.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees, and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
I bet you Alan. Man, my fucking throat. I made a joke about it in the Discord about how, because I was trying to prompt Dapper to post a link to his store. Which, by the way, you can find a link to Dapper's store where they sell cool, like, witchy items and stuff like that in my Discord. I made a joke about, like, cough, post a link. And he replied, you know, cough. And I said, man, these hours are getting everybody. And I hate that I'm right. Hours is fucking awful right now. Really? Nothing over here? This seems like a prime place for, like, extra bullshit. Over my house, my mom's work. I'd be in 3 hours. Be there in 3 hours by bus. It cuts down to, like, to 25 minutes. Wow. Now, is that because of the distance? And, like, the bus just travels faster than your walking speed? Or is that because of, or is that more because of, like, the path you have to take is extremely indirect? I'm not liking these guys that take 6 fucking bullets to put down. Because I was thinking about that earlier, like, how it kind of sucks that, like, there are places I could get to that realistically, as the crow flies, should only take me, like, 20, 30 minutes by bike. But if I was to realistically try to bike there, it would take me 2.5 hours. Just because I couldn't go directly that direction. I would have to zigzag and go this way and that way and all that. Can I open this gate? Oh, I can open this gate. This looks like a boss fight arena. Oh, shit. He has subtitles. He's clearly the boss. It's cool, he's stupid. Everybody, it's fine. He's stupid. I don't think his health will go down. When the circle's yellow like that, I don't think his, darkness will go down. Because he'll get a flashlight. I don't think it is. He's faster to ride, plus these hills and turns and stuff. This is a hell of a boss fight. This is literally DBD. So I don't think his circle goes down without the flashlight being focused on him. Which, while I'm doing it. The boss is a player with bad ping. I like how Alan's looking around like, everything good? Okay, so it's just because it's a, because it's kind of a pain to get to, rather. Buddy, I did my best to give you, like, a better angle to come at me with. I got more of my, like, lemon San Pellegrino drink. I bought 2 cases of it. Or I got 2 sixers of it sitting right next to my desk. God damn it, Jagboo. It's more of the San Pellegrino Lemonada. What's the beauty influencer thing where they put their hand up so autofocus doesn't face track? Which realistically could just be turned off by turning off face track and just setting it to a focus zone. But, you know. Why would you read the manual for the camera you bought to, make your work? Silly me. Come on. Give me some bullshit around here. So much vast nothingness. Give me some stuff. I think it's to show the item against a single color background. That might be what it's become. I know, like I know for a fact it was showed that, like, face detect wouldn't pick up their, face. Because if you notice, they always hold it right in front of their face. Well, that's why. Man, fucking empty bullshit. Instructions to use AA batteries. Actually, have I shown these off before? I say not 100% knowing where I put them. I got these AA batteries. They've been pretty good so far. Like, I have had no problems with them. They're rechargeable via USB-C.
Barry?
It's like the best.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden.
I like how Barry's offended that Alan thought he would open the door. We gotta go save Barry. Our wonderful, beloved Barry. Use rechargeable AA batteries. He had trouble with them lasting a long time. I'm sure it varies. So, normal rechargeable, like, lithium batteries have a very short life. Like, the number of times you can use them and recharge them. Because I've used those for years for, like, my camera flashes and shit like that. And they always kind of get to this point where it's like, I get a full day with them. A full day shooting with them. And then I get, like, half a day. And then it's like I gotta change them after 20, 30 minutes. And then they don't charge anymore. Like, that's always been my experience with, like, traditional batteries. But these ones kind of operate more like a battery bank than like a normal rechargeable battery. And it's actually, like, really nice.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry.
Yeah,
faster,
noise.
And the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Are we gonna go spooky pooping? I think it's time for some spooky pooping. What was that timpani roll game? Oh, the garage keys. All pooping is spooky. If it's all spooky, I don't think you're doing it right. I'm not one to tell somebody else what they're doing, but it seems like a problem with procedure.
Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The
Alan
characters
loves
have to be true to
TV.
themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
I knew it! I knew your spooky ass was gonna pop out at me from the crapper. Spooky pooping. So, I hate having to use the bathroom when I go camping, and it's bathrooms like this. Like, these always feel like the least, like, secure pooping in your life. These ones ain't even got toilets. All right.
The FBI agent's command froze me in
Running
place.
water,
I
big
considered
giant hole.
surrender. It was all falling apart anyway.
I didn't interrupt shit. I walked by
Someone
clean the
else
first
dealing.
time.
But
He
it
came
felt
out at me
wrong.
after. He
Cold instinct,
finished.
His posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend.
Not like that.
Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Release it and ruined it because it had ghostly bell. Ugh. He did not wash his hands before attacking us. I almost missed that ammo. Shit, like a bitch. I say like I'm not just like mostly using the pistol. So remember how Ghost these days, no manners, no etiquette, just poop and run. Enter the vehicle. They'll tell me what to enter. So remember how I said this was a open world game at one point? You could drive in this game, and it's terrible. Fuck you, hit you with my truck. Like, I'm in a truck, my dude. Like, what were you expecting of me? Man, driving is terrible with mouse and keyboard. Alright, all of your shields are broken. Fuck you. Fuck you. Camera, stop helping. No, but really, stop helping me. Especially when you just can't ram people with our truck. How in piece of cake. The driving parts do make this easy, but it makes it terrible if you're trying to collect things. It's like, it's real easy just to, like, not be able to collect things. I like how I'm bitching about the controls and the game's like, well, you can change them in the menu. I just mostly like it to stop wrestling control away from me while I'm doing things. Fuck you. There we go. Remember, it's horrible in Saint Roll 2. Hold A to go for X to go reverse. So, like, I don't understand why games have bad driving anymore. Like, in a post-GTA world, why do games have bad driving? Right? Like... I'm mostly just, like, doing vehicle combat at this point. Some sick donuts. Only the sickest donuts matter if you, what's that up there? Is there another car up here? Ooh, there is another car up here, and health. Okay. Anything up here? Any goodies other than that stack of soda cans I just knocked over. Very brutal. I think you're the one who made the crop circles, not the aliens. I mean, like, I'm more likely to have made crop circles than aliens. Yeah, I got an achievement. Nothing like hitting these ghostly motherfuckers with a car. Just warms my heart. Can I take that? No? Y'all brought fucking farm equipment to a fucking bar fight. Okay, the big guy might actually hurt me. Howdy, Chauvin. I'm running motherfuckers down in this game. Oh, you know what? My car's smoking a little bit. Let me steal another one. Also, I like how Alan's just like running across the state park stealing cars. But I do though. I'm honestly a little like miffed because like in a post GTA world, how do we still have bad driving? Like they have figured that shit out. This way. Yeah, I remember this bullshit. Oh no. Well, there goes Alan's driving adventure. Let me just shut that. Maybe can I take the Bright Falls car? No.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Alan, I've used the flare gun before. What the fuck did you hit me with? Like your Wake? Your Alan Wake? I'm sorry about that joke. I'm busy right now. Somebody hit me with a boo this man. I deserve it. Oh shit.
Move this man!
Thank you. Thank you, Sylvan. Gotta remember not to be precious with my things. Come on. I mean, the protagonist is awake. Yeah. It's real clever. But how are you today, Sylvan? How's Stalker been treating you? I saw you've been playing that again. I assume this is another DLC or pack for it. So horribly. That's kind of the point, though, isn't it? Isn't it the kind of game that, like, actively hates you while you play it? Oh, Alan, you nerdy motherfucker. Yeah. Barry, I'm
It was the
fucking coming.
kidnapper.
Oh, it's a
You
kidnapper.
son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, I get you.
Oh, that looks good. Why does this town have so many, like, clandestine places for a kidnapper to meet with their ransomee?
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Oh, this isn't, like, to a cutscene. I don't know why it keeps doing that. And frankly, I'm a little disappointed. So we're gonna have to fight all these birds, I think.
Ow! I'm so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Barry, let me in. Barry, my Xbox cold. I could be playing Dead Rising 3 with my local friend. Takes me 40 minutes to get to his house by walking. Cuts down to 20, including the bus, but 5 minutes directly driving. Isn't Xbox Gold like Xbox Online? When you not need to be, like, with them? Which is the ransomee, the kidnapped person or the person paying the ransom? I meant it as the person being ransomed. Or, I'm sorry, the person paying the ransom. Oh. Aha, I thought you could sneak up on me, you bitches. Question to keep you up at night. Most things keep me up at night. Sleeping is very difficult. You ever just want to fire a flare gun into a group of crows so they disappear in the shadows? And like weird funky lights?
Open the door now. They're gone.
I took care of them, Barry. Don't worry. And now our yard is very bright.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Not me
I
trying to
sent
shoot Barry in
to
the
town
face.
To ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's
Went
description.
to his house, he picked
He'd
me
go
up.
through the archives of the local
Okay.
paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared.
Which?
The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back.
If your situation... Oh god, no, not the paper.
For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche. A tool to use in writing fiction. Now,
If you're in
it
a
was happening
situation
for real,
where the
and I
darkness
couldn't put a single word on paper.
is full of danger and monsters and supernatural bullshit, wouldn't you try to do everything during the day?
Barry Wheeler
Right.
speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and
Yeah,
Mr.
she
Wake
sounds like a
come
normal
get them?
person.
I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
Going
you
back
soon.
one of these days to see his Constellation
great
Starfield
day.
pre-order.
Hope you come
Is the
back
co-
soon. Welcome to the
Oh dear diner.
Good girl.
That pillbox hat wearing bitch. We're just gonna cut that down real quick, because Roy Orbison fucked me. Not like that. Roy Orbison, like, got the video, VOD, like, restricted to, like, everywhere. Restricted everywhere. So, like, we're not doing that.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best
Also, does
friend,
Alan
and
know
I'm
nothing
worried
of
that you're
proof
not right
of
in the
life?
head.
The ransom is a
You
manuscript
talked
I
to
supposedly
the
wrote.
kidnappee
It's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it
before
was on the
you
page.
pay.
So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
Episode 3,
How
Ransom.
the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
He's
That's not a real name.
anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff.
Also,
Let's
nothing
make this
that's
quick,
happened
huh?
is federal.
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
I'm sure it
As I
won't be
was saying,
excruciating
Al,
following
I
this guy
found
with a
all
limp
sorts of
through
weird
this
stuff from
trailer
the
park.
local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway
I mean,
to the
yeah,
underworld.
spooky shit in a small
Don't get out
town.
here
Like,
inside
that's...
myself. I don't hold
It's like
with
90% of the tourism of most
Yeah,
small towns.
okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be...
This is important story stuff, and I probably shouldn't be running around like a jackass,
Couldn't
but
find a single thing
here we
he
are.
wrote. Zane was heavily
Into diving, so much so that the place came called...
Diver's Island.
Yeah.
But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
How do you go down with an island? I guess a volcano, but... Also, if you're so into diving that a place is named Diver Isle after
Come on,
you...
mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Well, come on, I'm looking for goodies. Do you have any coffee thermoses here? I really like collecting coffee thermoses. Or manuscript pages. Looking for some of those. But like, ooh, coffee thermos. If you
Yeah,
were
how
to...
about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn
Or
lucky it didn't crush any
a
of the
tornado made of darkness. How does this person get out of their house? With this pile of fucking pallets here?
Just follow me. It's not far.
Buddy, I have been ahead of you this entire time. Like, I'm literally running circles around you. Please. Keep going. Don't stop because I'm not immediately with you. Oh, this trailer park has like a cute little hot dog stand. The hot dog, $1.49. Chili dog, $1. Wow, same price for a chili dog or a regular dog? Yet the corn dog's more expensive. Also, what is a
Listen,
taco
I got
dog?
things to do. This
Shut
place
the
don't run
fuck up.
itself.
I want a hot dog. Is it running the hot dog stand? Because you can do that while we're standing here. Me having an argument with this fucking guy. Belly Buster,
Aw, give me a
$15.
break, mister. Can we just get a move on?
Fine. I won't buy any hot dogs from you. Come on. Come on, you wanted to go so fucking badly. Move. God damn it.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure,
They
Jagger's
were
a local
lovers?
spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just
Is
getting
that
to
our
the best
pillbox
part.
pillbox
All
hat
of the
lady?
articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
The
What,
lamp
the
lady.
lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Fucking small towns, man. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody's fucking tied into everybody else's bullshit. This is the most depressing sandbox I've ever seen.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Mostly creepy things. I mean, talk. Definitely talk. Rose, I can see you through the blinds. You didn't walk up.
Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my
Rose, can you
manuscript?
stop doing that, like, sliding
Oh.
on the ground thing?
Oh yes. Yes. Please come in.
Hey,
Diner
this
coffee
is
in a
really
home?
good.
The future is now.
Rose.
Yes,
My manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al. Al, what's... Oh...
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
What? What?
What I really want to know is, did that Jagger lady bring the drugs? Or did Rose already have them?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on.
Oh.
Turn the light on.
I don't know how to turn the lights on.
Back to work, boy.
That's a cool shot. Him in the background on the TV, laying in the foreground, and her leaning over him. This game does some really, like, neat
I
stuff.
felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
Rose, this is fucking creepy.
Dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress.
Alright. Good father, bad father. Don't like the title of that.
I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised.
Always think bio.
The are getting very
Or always think
aggressive, and
Dio?
Each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right.
Creativity,
She promises me I
Farewell
can
to
save Alice
Sanity,
this way.
and then
She knows
all of the
more
Alan
than I
Wake
do
books.
about the complex incantation I'm attempting, about this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances,
Peak.
Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
So, that's something I always love. Stories that start off in one genre and then shift to another.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12
I
hours
always
left to
like
meet the
when stories
kidnapper.
do that.
All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Rose, that isn't the coffee carafe you had a moment ago. Also, cooking with corn, 72 recipes. It's corn.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
Oh,
I
you're a
couldn't
great
work up much hate for
conversationalist.
Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Milk and sugar on the counter there.
All right.
My
We'll
gun
leave
and
Barry for now.
flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry.
Of course, my gun and flashlight
Mr.
are gone.
Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any
Simple,
as big as what
simple
she did in the
Rose.
trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Great. He called the cops. Well, in all reality, calling the cops is
car as
reasonable in
quickly
this
as possible.
situation.
There was no time to waste.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially.
I don't know if
sad I'm
heavy
here
is a
talking to
weather.
you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare.
Bro.
Just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get.
Apparently nobody else lives in this fucking trailer park. Except for that crying baby and the dog.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
Fuck, I am.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl. This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest!
Hemingway?
You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Spillane!
Rip. Any other authors you want to throw at me there, Nightingale?
What are you? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I don't think Nightingale's a good cop.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy on him.
Okay, now is not the time, game. I'll have to put that on my weekend, task list. Figure out why this game keeps fucking up. I'm sure the darkness will react reasonably to the, No.
We have the suspect in sight.
I'm sure the darkness will react well to the cops.
Oh, damn.
Yes. Slowly run away, Alan. Alan and his fucking, 5-second sprint.
Gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
Well, let me stop and read this real quick.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes. For
Wait.
decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's
Had
skin
stirred it from its sleep. What did they do? We've met the rock stars, Tor and Odin. Huh. Y'all good? See, it pays. By the way, the sheriff is chastising Agent Nightingale for shooting at Wake when
Rose didn't know how
he
the
was
strange
literally
old
just
lady got
standing
in her
there.
trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. Pretty girl, she said.
Pretty girl?
Rose felt as
That's
if she was
horrifying.
falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Run, Alan. Nothing down that way, okay. But yeah, she's mad that he, like, started firing and Wake got away. Which I'm not exactly sure what crime they're trying to charge him with. Like, there's plenty he committed, the murders mostly. But they have no evidence. The bodies dissolve. Okay, there, God, it's me, Alan. Could really use a gun right now and a flashlight. Maybe a gun with a flashlight on it. Those are things. Like, that is a reasonable thing that they do make. This is lovely jog through the woods that we're doing.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I love the shade she's throwing. So the sheriff kind of, like, is realizing, like, this author isn't throwing cop cars around. She might be alright. Or at the very least, not stupid. Hello, helicopter. Seems weird that this small town has a helicopter just ready to go.
Hold it right there.
Christ.
There's nowhere to run.
I've been playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid 5 lately, and all of my instincts are telling me dive to the ground and crawl. And that's not a thing I can do in this game. So the helicopter crashed. Big oof. Anything at the base of this? Alright, that looks like the way to go, so I'm clearly going to climb this first. So yeah, helicopter go boom. Very mountain. Well, it looks like a gas station. Probably, Stuckey's. Ooh, a coffee thermos. So I always thought this would be, like, a cool job. Being a fire lookout.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on. Sit down and give me that. Jane, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Okay. What's that bright bit over there? Radio tower.
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
It does say radio station on that. Can confirm is radio station. I feel like I've escaped the police because I've spent a good amount of time here and I've not been arrested.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
But I didn't know. I always thought that working a fire watchtower would be a cool job. So here's a thing we haven't seen too much. Items can get
The darkness that
infected.
was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Got a light? And other Twin Peaks-isms? There we go. Grab this thermos. By the way, there's like 100 thermoses in this game. Like, there are a lot of them.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
How would Alan Wake fix a thing? Oh, right. Percussive maintenance. I love how it simulates the frustration of pull starting something for real. Because pull starting stuff sucks. Really go for like a flashlight and a gun right about now, which looks like, you know, my desires have been answered. I have a flashlight. And it's that easy.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Why did this cop car have a milk crate of flashbangs?
Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report, over. Team 2, come in. I need a report, over. Come on, guys, talk to me. Come in, please, over.
I think most of your teams are gone, Sheriff. This game does do, like, dark, ambient woods pretty well. Most of the game takes place in it, almost to a point of too much. But it does it well. Yeah, flashbangs are super effective. it takes a second. So you gotta kind of like keep an enemy where they are for a minute. But they are super effective. Oh, god damn. I deserve that. Let's add one to the count and get a move on. We've almost doubled our count today. Not thrilled about it. Alright. There's going to be 3 more, and I have to be ready for them. I think that worked better that time. Oh, thank God. A safe haven. Damn you, chest-high wall that I have trouble navigating around. Alright, so the flashbangs kind of made sense in the back of the cop car. Less sense on a random crate.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
A ruckus, he just told you.
There's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes.
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
I mean, this looks like the kind of area that's not the most abnormal thing.
It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
These weren't celebratory gunshots, these were bad ones.
Okay, thanks.
Damn, somebody done left their shirt out here. Somebody running around the forest, just titties out. God damn. Whew, he took 2. Yeah, biggin. Alright. As we were. Recklessly running into the distance. I only have 5 of these, and that worries me. Like, I don't like not having things. That's my official stance. I don't like not having things. Well, now I have 8 of them, which is slightly better. Like, I feel like I have a good method with that, where I just kind of like blind them real fast, throw, and back up. Still all I have, though. Fucking writer nerd just emerges from the woods. There we go. Because I popped him first. It only took 1. Pro tip.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
I love radio stations. I don't know why. No particular reason, just I do. Get into this bathing light to recharge.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
Everything's locked.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in, folks. I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Every door's locked, Pat.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Let me in, Pat.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa. Everyone calm down.
Back from my not announced BRB. I hope you had a nice BRB.
Jets, Nightingale.
The Popo have been all over. One particularly bad fed.
There's a civilian in there.
Who's done this twice now. Shot at us while there's just a normal dude next to us. And he keeps calling us by different authors. So far, it's been Hemingway, Spillane, and fuck, what was the last one? Dan Brown.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Hey, a train.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio.
I don't know what he
into the
wants.
dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you? Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Sounds like me on prom night. Rage and humiliation. That's a lie. I had a very pleasant time. Hey, finally something that isn't a flashbang. Because I have no weapons. I have a flashbang. I have flashbang grenades and a can-do attitude. And I appreciate the enthusiasm. Actually, funny thing is, all right, come on, everybody gather up. Alan. Okay. Thank you. Whew. At the time, the girl I was dating was a grade behind me. And the day of my prom, Roger Waters was performing Dark Side of the Moon in Philly. So we skipped my prom, went to that, and then just went to hers the next year. So we had like an awesome concert experience and like, you know, didn't miss out on anything. Because Roger Waters doing Dark Side of the Moon was fucking awesome. Stupid box out in the woods. That box almost got me killed.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been
I didn't
left
mean
for
to turn that
someone like
on.
me to use.
Now, come on, enemies. Spawn, damn it. Ooh, shotgun. I love shotguns. Shit, I'm surrounded. So these work lights are all scattered throughout here so that you can use them as weapons? Oh, good dodge. That dodge was fucking tasty. That one was also fairly good. Alright, run over this way, Alan. Is there another work light here? Yep. Everybody back up for a second. I need some me time. Once again, I'm not interested in what you're selling. I have survived. I have very little ammo, though. Can I knock these over via walking into them? Yes. Good. I don't have to waste my precious few bullets on that. Alright. Back to where we were. Which, another, I guess, like, mildly funny prom-related anecdote. At the time, I was working overnights. 6 p.m. to whenever they let me leave the next morning.
Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Is scared of the dark. The overnights aren't bad. I've always been kind of must have seen that. I thought I saw another one with a question mark next to it. I've always liked overnights, and like second shift. I am not a morning person. But at the time I was loading trucks, from 6 p.m. to whenever they let me leave the next morning. Like, it was overnight, it was hard work, and the company I worked for actually packed out the,
Stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice?
Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the
Just doesn't
dark.
want to work 8 hours straight ever.
Help me. I look at you,
There were very
Alan,
few...
it's not you. Something
On the bright
wrong.
side, that job, very few 8-hour shifts. Alice is our beautiful, beautiful wife, to coin your term.
It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
There were very few 8-hour shifts, though, at that job.
The connection had been terrible.
Most were far
but that
more
wasn't
than
the
8.
only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
It was loading, like flour, sugar, like stuff that bakeries use to make stuff. And when I say flour and sugar, I don't mean like the 2-pound bag you'd buy in the supermarket. I mean a 50-pound bag that they would use. And, yeah. I'll put it this way. I ate like garbage and lost weight while working that job. Like, it was a hell of a thing.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Sounds like some bullshit I'll have to deal with. But yeah, no, it was hard work, to be fair. But I also got paid really well. Like, at the time, and I'm talking like 2007, 2008, I was making 17 something an hour doing that. Like, they paid, but it was horrible work. Hated it. My revolver fully reloaded. So this is one of the few times the game will do this where it kind of punishes you for going for the extra ammo. Yeah. Like, I eventually got laid off and, like, stopped working there, but... But yeah, like, I made a bunch of money working there, but hated the job. So, the place where her prom was being held actually ordered baking goods from us. So I literally loaded the order, then went to prom where they used the ingredients I loaded.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead.
I fell asleep
and a
during it
warehouse
at
of
one
some
point,
sort
though.
on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Because I had been up all night and all day. So I literally fell asleep during prom at one point. Like, sometime after when, like, dinner was served. I'm sitting in the chair and just kind of like... Apparently a waiter made fun of me for it. My girlfriend at the time, she understood. She was very, very cool of her. She didn't get upset at me or anything for that. Thankfully.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
So Alan, I think, will get hurt by most of this dumb shit. Getting... that it will fall over and hit him. And all of these things will get flung at you repeatedly until you destroy them. So, you know, you got that going for you. Nope. I think last time I played this part I died like a bunch of times trying to get through it. Pleasantly surprised at this. Damn, who be throwing ladders? The darkness. The darkness just has resorted to just kind of throwing shit at us like wheelbarrows and barrels. So yeah, the darkness no longer just inhabits people, it inhabits things now. And I just noticed this here. I could have shot this tank and destroyed both of those at once. That's on me. My bad, y'all. Let's hear some more of Alan's works.
Right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form,
I agree.
Obey.
Unless it follows the law of, like, it needing to be a organic thing for it to... Like, I could easily hand wave of, like, story reason as to why it's harder to inhabit things than people. You know? Like, whereas it inhabiting people might be like a suggestion thing and all that. It's a nice little, like, ramp up of difficulty, though.
Just started to get interested in writing. Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun.
What the fuck
This was
hit me?
anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
I have no idea what hit me. But we have our first flashlight upgrade. We go from this rinky-dink little maglite or flashlight to a maglite. Look at how much bigger that beam is. Look at how much bigger the icon is, so it holds way more power. Like, look at that thing versus this. So you know they're gonna throw some bullshit at me. You know there's gonna be some bullshit I gotta deal with. Of course, I'm seeing a bunch of exploding barrels. This isn't even the best flashlight in the game. There are bigger ones. Something to test my big beam on. Hey. I'm sure there's more interesting if Alan wasn't in the way. Oh, come on. Oh, that went fairly well, all things being equal. Hell yeah. I already know I can't open that door. I don't know why I was gonna go check it. That's the only downside. Games like this, like, they're pretty deliberate on what you're allowed to and not allowed to interact with. I dodged too soon. Suck it, nerd. Alright. Where was I? I was looking for goodies with far less health than I had when I started. In light, you can hurt them. Thanks, game. That's kind of the whole point.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos.
Yay, more Night Springs.
All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs.
Oh, a sec. Okay, yeah, it does tell you how many TVs and radios there are. You know.
Tonight's episode, a family.
Alan, stop fucking with the dolly.
Journalist Alvin Durl's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been.
What, am I saying you know too much?
Until tonight.
Wait, our soaps.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Durleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
I feel like I do kind of get stuck with certain, like, vocal crutches. Like, you know, or like, or, like, I feel like I do get real bad about that sometimes. So I always worry, like, I do it too much. Ooh. They getting down with some weird dude watching? It's murder. And to be fair. Yeah, that one I often forget about, but I do that all the time. Like, yeah. Son of a bitch. Now I'm gonna notice it every time I say it. And I'm gonna cringe inside for the rest of the stream. Fairest man I know.
If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you.
You know, when he's talking. Yeah.
Always bear
Well, that's the thing. I don't think I'm, like, reinventing the wheel on vocal crutches. That said, I also know that, like, it's not really the best thing
sucking
to,
everything loose from the
you
ground
know.
into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the
Okay,
floating
so
kid
what
right
it
where
is
dropped and threw myself
for
towards it
explaining
just
something.
as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force
I know I
of a
use
tornado.
technically and basically
Somehow
a
I
lot.
managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward
Yeah,
the
filling
dark
dead air
waters
is
that
hard.
lay
Yeah.
below.
Especially when you're, like, particularly doing this, I find that, like, the best way for me to keep going is just kind of string of consciousness. Do it. Unfortunately, that does mean that, like, I end up with a whole bunch of, like, vocal crutches and, you know, things like that. Okay, maybe go for the batteries then, Alan. Okay. But yeah, because I often, but yeah. That's, yeah. Weird if it was, like, recited. True, but, Lord, there's a fucking equipment now. Fuck you. We're just gonna get rid of a bunch of y'all. Alan, maybe don't get hit by that. Alright, on the plus side, physics tells me it can't hit me if I'm always parallel with its rear tires. God damn it. Oh wow, that loaded fast. Got axed in the ankle. Alright, this is a, there's a larger weapon kind of moment. Yeah, until the dozer starts drifting. I told somebody at work about that, how it already... No! God damn it, I was too indecisive. How, if you always stay parallel with the rear tires of a truck, it really can't, like, hit you. Like, there's not really anything it can do. Because I will get, like, dangerously close to the trucks all the time at work. And I was like, yeah, no, like, there's no amount of turn radius that's gonna let it hit me. Alright. That went way better the second time. I didn't cry or nothing. But I could use some flashbangs and, shotgun ammo? Shotgun ammo. Apparently just flares. Ooh, that looks like a car I can drive. Ready for more vehicular, chipmunks tell each other about elephants. I mean, apparently elephants really do have, like, a cartoonish, like, visceral reaction to elephants. Apparently that's, like, an actual thing. Not just some Looney Tunes bullshit. Fucking Alan Wake breathing like he's a 3-pack-a-day smoker. I wonder how much longer the chapter
I've never been
is.
this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
Oof. Frame rate, what happened to you? Why are you massacring my boy?
Now.
She's monologuing so much. So, I heard that that's a That's not a thing everyone does.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Apparently, not everybody has, like, an internal monologue. That's the prettiest damn matte painting I have ever seen. I always thought that was normal, though, because, like, I constantly narrate to myself, like, constantly.
Little by little, without realizing it.
Like, nothing, like, good or interesting. It's just, oh, really squirrely as shit.
The current
it's always just like, yeah, no, I'm going to do this, and then this, and...
Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail.
Oh, that truck's so much cooler.
The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real.
Oh, the Jeep is so much cooler. You're going to stuff like that, especially if I'm out in a walk in the neighborhood or something. Yeah, like, I don't understand, like, how people think when they don't do that. Like, I don't fully understand how the thoughts work. Like, do they just, like, have no, like, in-between? Is it just, like, directly from, like, idea to action without... Oh, this one's squirrely as shit, too, by the way. I'm a ramp it. That was the most disappointing ramping. They give you a lot of cars in this, so I'm not really concerned. It's so slippery. Like, I cannot impress to y'all how slippery this feels. Like, the littlest movement is fishtailing. That's because I'm, like, feathering the throttle. Because it just won't, like, be reasonable about anything. It's just going.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see...
Kirby Air Ride also have bad driving.
...with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here.
I like this Pat Main fella.
I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now.
So I was in different vehicles.
Just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son.
Pat Main's a good
You know
one.
what you're doing. Now,
I like Pat Main.
I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning.
I don't give a fuck about Dr. Nelson, though. I ain't staying to listen. Let me take this fucking Jeep Grand Cherokee. Oh my god. I barely tapped the turn button and it was just like instantly around. This car is so much slower though. Hill. Thank you, sign. I would have never guessed. Hey, the Evil Dead car. All right. I personally like my method of drive 50 feet and steal a different car. Nobody will know where they parked anymore. That shit's out the window. Actually, that's very counter to how I normally play like open world games.
Welcome back to KBF FM. enjoyed that too.
I'm normally one of those people, like, I have one car I like and I
Talking about
keep
life
using
and
it.
Finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me that's strange because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
Y'all peg often?
You got me there, Pat. But I think you do a lot of looking, sure.
Not me
But
hitting the
idea
wrong
that
button.
there's one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing?
Only in hopelessly romantic. I mean, I feel like that's an activity you could do in a hopelessly romantic way. I'm not going to judge somebody else's relationship. What works for them works for them. No, God. Okay, Alan, come on, don't fuck this up. Well, there's almost definitely goodies down there. I think that was the perfect button for it. I mean, or sometimes you're wrong, but you still hit, you know?
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Oh, am I accidentally in the right place? God damn it, Alan. I wish there was a map. There's not a map button, and I wish there was one. This game, I feel like, would work better if I had, like, a map of the area. Because, like, I want to know, is it worth me driving all the way to fuck down here? I'm going to do it, of course, but, like, is it worth it? Oh, never mind. I'm just driving further into the mine. Visitor parking. Where's employee parking? Ooh. I didn't know this was over here. I just wanted to see what was in here. And that worked out well for me. Go team. God damn it, game. Man, look at all the shit they're going to hit me with later. Oh, there's a plaque. While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. The seams were rich, but hard to get at, and volcanic activity in the area made the mine shafts particularly dangerous. That's not the right button, Ralph. Why are we sad, Dapper? Welcome in. Why are we sad? Usually, your arrival is a happy thing. Why are we sad?
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing
Why
into
sad?
the broken studio window.
Sad for the
Maine
miners.
stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's
That's
voice
fair.
shook with barely controlled anger.
How you doing tonight, buddy?
That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes.
How long until Starfield?
He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
I know you had, you said earlier that, it was close. In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity. And all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now, many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. It's downloading. I've just neglected to play it. Ah. Are you waiting or just haven't had time? God damn it, a cutscene. This is clearly the right way to go.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
So...
I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
That bastard. Goddamn unreliable kidnappers.
Where the hell are
You're just not chomping at the bit to play it. Came with PC parts.
North of where you are. You follow the path to the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
I feel like Alan.
And I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello?
Alan, could you have said that hello a bit more like timid and like weakly?
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
What fuckery is this?
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
It didn't get premium because I wanted to play early. Happened that way. I was just gonna give it a look on Game Pass originally. Sounds like they're gonna get you. Yeah. Maybe it's I who will be got. That's kind of my plan, Dap. Like, I definitely plan on just, like, I'll fire it up on Game Pass. I'll probably, like, I don't know if I'll do it, exactly when it comes out. But I'll probably do a Sunday, stream, like a casual Sunday on it. Thanks for just kind of falling down here, Alan, I guess. Like, because I'm not too into Bethesda games.
Fast. She was young,
They've hurt me
vibrant, and
too many
full
times.
of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing.
We get it. They're in love. Stop.
She made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
I'm getting sleepy. It's early, though. It's not sleepy time yet. Man, they're just leaving guns out. Don't y'all, you'll make me eepy. It's kind of eepy time. Like, okay. Y'all morons put me right next to the crate of ammo. Like, became excited to get back into No Man's Sky. I did notice No Man's Sky is on sale right now too, on Steam. So I was wondering if they had like a new update or something. No, I've missed stuff in between. Alright. My plan of standing in the corner by the ammo seems to have worked well for me. Also, that slick-ass move worked real well. I'm pat myself on the back for that one. And the Echoes update just came out recently. Right on. I also saw like the Sony apparently is having a sale on PC. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, none of the deals are really all that special to make me want to buy it. It's like, hey, do you want to pay $30 for fucking God of War that came out in, like, 2015 or 2017, 2018, thereabouts? Do you want to pay $40 for Spider-Man Miles Morales? How about $30 for Spider-Man? Like, no, I'd like to, you know, not pay a ton of money for games that have been out for a very long time. Oh, it's stuck. Like a bitch. I'd like to know why it keeps going black. This game is not taxing my system very hard at all. Okay, why didn't the flashbang kill that thing? Because now I'm almost, guess I'm less than almost dead. More than almost dead?
What the hell?
Two more lately and having a good time. 100%. Co-op working now. You were real confident about getting co-op working the last time too, Dap. But we should hop in on that because I do have that. They announced 3.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Me get in this here car real quick and drive it across this field of clearly combat related things. Oh, the car died. Oh no. There we go. I'm sure there will be no more enemies on my way back. Right? There'll definitely not be any enemies on my way back. That would be silly. Yeah, no, they're definitely not, like, giving me ammo and, like, resources, and there's definitely... I'm not gonna have to fight anything on my way back. It's just gonna be a simple walk across the field. Easy peasy. I'm definitely not gonna regret having blown up that car. Okay. That train cars do that all the time. It's normal train stuff. You know, this is just working in a rail yard. This is totally normal. Okay. actually wanted a shotgun for this, not a... Fuck you. God damn it, Alan. Alan, stop letting them fucking hit you with things. Oh, that worked out well for me. Alright, that's all of them. There can't be more. Son of a bitch, there's more. So you can kind of spam the floating shit if you just put something between you and it. They're very dumb. And we'll just kind of keep running into, like, a pillar or some shit. Like, they just kind of come at you in a straight line. Alright, I think that's everything. And I didn't get electrocuted. A lot of feathers in this room. I ain't seen a single fucking chicken. Man, you see that guy's mustache? Shit was like epic. Aha! Alright. Sylvan loves a good mustache. That is true. Sylvan does love him a good mustache. Understandably so, too. Like a good mustache. It's hard to beat. I think this is like the thickest my mustache has ever grown in. I usually, like I've been able to grow a beard, like, since I was like a middle schooler. But I've never been able to grow like a decent mustache. I still technically can, I guess, but... But, like, this is the first time, like, I've had, like, trust no one in the dark. That's just good life advice. This is the first time, though, I've had a decent mustache, and I've considered just having a mustache. The intrusive thoughts are winning. But I don't know if I'm prepared to be a mustache guy. I've been a beard guy for so long. Please, no. This is a very fancy chair to be sitting in this coal mine. Well, the thing is, I can't grow a mustache like I want. Like, I want one of the big, curly sons of bitches.
Nothing remained but a shell covered
Shaved.
and filled with darkness.
Remember when I shaved? I don't think I've ever
In most
been
cases, these buckets were
shaved
enough for the purposes of the dark presence.
live stream.
But for
Like, I've
anything
gone
more
short.
elaborate,
I don't think I
as
ever
with the
shaved
lighter,
them.
it
Did
was
I?
different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely,
I've
it
trimmed,
merely
definitely,
touched
because
him.
this is about too long for me. Like, this is where it starts annoying me. So I've definitely trimmed my beard while streaming. I think I went real short one time, but I don't think I was without. Usually I do like to do a good slash and burn every now and again. Not your hottest phase. Damn. No beard Ralph redeem. Actually, with a reasonable amount of time it grows, I actually wouldn't be too against the idea of that. It would be insanely expensive. Like, I would have to do math to figure out how expensive that should be. Like, based on the number of streams I do per, like,
there was
per
no
every
way the
3
flashbang
months.
grenades
Like,
were standard power company equipment.
Like, it would be that kind of expensive. That dangerously looks like the way I'm supposed to be going, so. Over yonder. Actually, realistically, that would be a good one for, like, if I ever do a subathon or something. Like, making that, like, a stretch goal kind of thing. Where it's like, hey, for this many, I'll shave my face, like, on stream. Or I'll let you pick my fucking beard and mustache style within reason. That is not one I would allow. I would allow to just kind of be free range. There would be rules. Let my brother do it. No. When we were younger, and Dapper, you might actually be referring to the story, because I'm sure I've told it before. When we were, like, younger, I was teaching my brother how to shave, you know, like a good big brother. And I was like, alright, well, that's the basics of it. And then I was like, here, I'll use my electric trimmer to just kind of, like, clean you up. And he was like, alright. And at the time, he had, like, shoulder-length hair. So I was like, alright, just hold your hair back so I can, you know, get a good look and see, you know, so I don't miss anywhere. God damn, y'all throwing some dudes. Alright, we've moved on to panic firing, by the way. But, like, as soon as, almost literally as soon as I got the electric shaver going, I just trimmed off like a quarter of his total eyebrow. Like, out of 2 of them, I took half. And I'm worried about that retribution. This was every bit of like 15, 17 years ago, somewhere in that neighborhood. I'm still worried about the retribution for that. Like, I got him from, like, here over. Now it has to be a sub-goal. Like I said, if I ever do a subathon, I'll put it on the list. Because I also think there's, make me dress in a stupid outfit for a stream.
Barry stood behind me.
I think so far the popular ones are a Harley Quinn outfit, I believe.
With Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack
I'd
of
have to look in the
manuscript
Discord.
pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
I feel like Nightingale just wants to impress everybody with how many authors he can name. You know? Oh. I can see. I can already see the coffee thermos. Yeah, I would have to, like, really, like, think about some of those. Trust no one in the dark. Ooh, this was a very worthwhile trip. Okay, suddenly it was a less worthwhile trip. Okay, I'm not sure how he hit me. I definitely hit the dodge button. Go on. Pop. Pop, damn you. Come on. There we go. Ooh, I have one bullet. I'm gonna do the smart thing and equip a different weapon now. No, Alan.
Move this man!
Where the fuck even am I? Actually, I got a bunch of these. Fuck it. I got a bunch of these. Oh, God damn it. Come closer. After that story, yes. Because you're always gonna... Wait, Backstreet Boys trying to get you nowadays. 4 huntresses right there. I mean, there was a big guy with them. Now let's see if I can do this without fucking dying. Fuck. It was very floaty, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned that already. Alright, Alan. There we go. Alright, everybody, unclench the buttholes. Oh, sure, there's a bunch of revolver ammo down here.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him
a better shotgun?
and make him talk.
It's a better shotgun. It's a better, bigger, pumpier shotgun. This isn't the right way, but... That works way better. I think you should just get a floodlight at this point. I mean, realistically... That's not wired to anything. Why can't Alan just push it around with him? Oh, great. They're coming from behind. Get You know what, fellas? Y'all a bunch of assholes. Alright. Like, that's not wired to anything. There's a battery. There's a dolly back there. I saw it. We could put one of these on a dolly and just bring it with us. That's a fully reasonable thing for a person to do. How am I going the direction of the fucking waypoint? I was going the opposite way. Maybe we're unreasonable. Clearly we are. Look at how many jackets he has on. More than one. Clearly he's a man who does not understand how the world works. I can hear these fuckers whispering. I knew it. Okay, that almost looked like I knew what the fuck I was doing. That almost was real slick. I thought I saw something simmering on there. There we go. The combat in this isn't hard. They just throw a lot of dudes at you. Like, it's like constant dudes. Dudes all up in my face. See, more dudes. I want to get into this reasonably well-lit room. Yeah, no, they never cool it with the fucking dudes. It's constant dudes. Dudes all the time. It's dudes out there jacking my shit up. And once again, I am out of pistol ammo. So that... Yeah, I realized what I was saying, and I kind of started leaning into it at one point. You know? Sometimes you got to. God damn it. More fucking dudes. So many dudes. Okay. I am limping, but I'm making it. God damn it, more fucking dudes. Like, they just keep sending dudes. I'm tired of dudes. That doesn't mean I want a tree. Calm down. Oh, good
A dark
crosses.
presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
This just keeps getting better.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
I don't think that's accurate. Oh, goody. He's a speedy boy. I'm like, I feel like I'm like sketching out, like trying to find this dude. Stop moving around and let me kill you. You know what? Dude be zooming. Once again, I don't think the graveyard shift causes cancer. I don't think that's a thing. Don't take your health advice from possessed gravediggers. Hey. Let there be light. I still don't have any goddamn pistol ammo. Fucking everything's awful. This thing looks like it's about to come to life and try to kill me. Or just lazily slide away because those wheels ain't turning. Yeah, I'd bet dollars to donuts this is a Havoc physics game.
The place was dead. A ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
What the fuck? Stop throwing shit at me. God damn. We coming up on the end of this here chapter at any point, or? Oh, good thing the physics on that just kind of worked out for me. The car just bounced right over my head.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was
That barrel, the real
I was
MVP.
nothing like the hero in my books.
I have fucked this up
Alex
so
Casey
bad.
had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now,
My
I was
headphones
angry
fell
at
off, and the
myself,
only thing
angry
keeping
at
them
Alice,
from hitting the
angry
ground
at
right now
Barry. I
is
was
this wire
fighting
tangled
my
around my
plan.
arm. And that's held on by my audio interface and whatnot. So, you know, just a bunch of reasonably expensive equipment. Actually, I can't. These are really good headphones, and they're like $20. You know, I really can't talk shit about my headphones. Gray Park Gorge. Originally founded in 1928, the Gray Park Gorge mining town was one of the permanent settlements the Bright Falls Mining Company built for its workers. The nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers miners faced on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lives over the years here were buried there. A grim reminder to be careful for those who remained. Gray Park Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970. For more information, switch to track 6 of this audio guide. There's... Love a good coffee thermos. My watch is telling me it's time to go to bed. It was that gentle lullaby vibration on my wrist. The door got me. More bullshit. Need my flashlight to recharge a little faster. Yeah. Just a little. Like, the darkness just wants to throw some old fucking farm equipment and shit at me. It's like, yes, our guys with, you know, bladed weapons and weird repetitive lines won't kill him. What about a tractor? What if we throw a tractor at his ass? Or parts of a train? You know, I do remember Charles. Just working it all? Well, kinda, I just have to get real close. You stupid bitch, you wedged yourself in a place. A train can. I don't doubt it. Me having horrible flashbacks to Charles coming out of fucking nowhere and murdering the shit out of me. Oh, cool, I found a key I didn't know I needed. Cross the ghost town. That's a nice ass share for a ghost town.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from the magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise.
Oh, understandable, Minnie. I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you.
His girlfriend being taken over.
This is a fun one, so hopefully you get to play it. I assume it's on your list. But nice to see you as always. Thank you for the lurk.
Crafty and presence lurks. I crawled back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
I think I'm gonna keep the pump action. I'm gonna keep the pump action. You a bad bird or a good bird? Okay. Well, that's not good for the forest. Like, I feel like there's definitely got to be, like, a more direct path to where he's going, right? Like, I feel like no actual place is laid out like this. Great, and I'm getting a
kidnapper
call.
had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
God, could you imagine how awful it would be, the text with Alan Wake? Oh, God, that would be fucking awful. The constant prose. Like, ugh. Like, I'm a wordy texter. Like, I'll admit that. Most of the time I am, at least. You know? But, like...
Birds.
God damn it, they've broken into 2 groups. They're too smart. The birds' tactics have evolved. Oh, God. Oh. They're cowards. The birds are cowards. Ah, I thought you could get me from below, huh, birds? You know, where's this gonna... I can't see anything, so this might be slightly problematic. Hey, there we go. I killed the one flock of birds. Okay. I don't think the birds can get me in a mine. I think that's against the rules. I hope they keep revolver ammo somewhere in this mine. I got a feeling this level is gonna suck. Like, because when's there a good mine level? Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. I think it'll be dope in this cave. The tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. I'm not a fan.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
Oh God, not the brain. This seems like the right way to go, so obviously I'm not going to go this way. Time to do some noodling. He's out in pants and tries his damnedest to breathe. Hey, and I'm rewarded with flares. My mama didn't raise no fool. That looks a lot like a combat arena. And also dangerously like the way to go. Now I'm worried. Which way is the right way? I wonder who's writing all these messages for us. Because I feel like we haven't gotten resolution on that, really. In any way, shape, or form. Okay, this is almost definitely the way to go.
Alice?
Like, right? That's definitely the right way. Like, I'm not crazy. That has to be the right way. So clearly I must go this way and get that page. This game's showing the true horror of indecision.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel.
Or every day of my life.
Locals' eyes on him. The
I actually get that,
he forced it out of his mind.
what's it called when you're paralyzed by too many decisions or too many choices.
You do what you have to do to get the job done.
I actually get that real bad.
Please, he thought.
Like, I often have a lot of trouble if I'm presented too many choices. Like, I do kind of like freeze up real bad. Oh, god damn it, that looks like the right way to go. Yeah, there's definitely no way back. I've made my choice. God damn it, game. What if... Oh, shit. I should have known there'd be others. There we go. Oh, I definitely missed a collectible down there. The earrings you wanted to buy from Etsy are sold out. Oh no. But at least you're not in this cave/mine. True. Could be worse. You could be in this cave/mine. Just look at this bullshit. This looks terrible.
Up this mine shaft in order to go on.
Simply terrible.
Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Because, you know, y'all know how much I love platforming in games with very slippery controls. And without my beautiful, beautiful wife. Exactly. Last we saw her, she wasn't wearing pants, too. Everything's terrible. I think that's how it's supposed to. Wife is great, except she really used some pants here. I mean, to be fair, she... Nope, dead. Dead. 9 deaths. More than double the deaths I started with.
I have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
She went into the lake, though, so, like, if you're gonna be pantsless, that's the right way to go. You know, because, like, who goes into a lake with pants on? You know, by choice. I guess she didn't go by choice, so... There isn't another way around. Like, I'm not missing something, right? Like... No, Alan! Alan! Oh. Am I fucking this up? Am I stupid? Or is it Alan who is stupid? Oh, I am stupid. How about that? Who would have thunk? Puzzles in horror games. Will you ever stop making me look like I'm stupider than I am? Why would I climb when I can just fall? Alright. There we go. I think we've made it out of this trap. Show you. It looked like it was daytime outside a moment ago. What the shit? Apparently Alan just, like, can only run for, like, a half a minute, but that kick, he's got some strength behind him. Anything up here? This looks like the kind of place where they'd hide something. No? Okay. All strength, no endurance. Shame. Hey, stuff. I love stuff. More stuff? Please? Please? A manuscript page. Hey. Let's go.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Jeez. That got grim. Wait, no, I forgot to focus. Alan, we must focus. Is the focusing just for this lovely vista? It's so foggy. Somewhere Konami's considering a lawsuit. My vista is ruined. I one time, in Maine, hiked all the way up a fucking mountain. We got to the summit, where the little, like, lookout was and all, and it was a miserable, rainy, foggy day by the time we made it to the top. We couldn't see shit. It was just gray in every direction. I was so mad about that. I wasn't mad. But I also did lug a I also did just lug a camera up a mountain, and then it was gray. Like, it was cool, because they had, like, a stone structure up there and all that, like, you could climb to the top of. Shit was still gray.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Oh my god, am I maxed out on flare guns? Hell yeah. Bitch is gonna get flared gun. And pistol ammo. I'm waiting for the birds to be a dick. I knew it. Try it now, nerds. I have so many of these. No, thank you. Oh no, Alan. Oh no's right. Oh, we did. Oh, apparently Alan landed on his feet. Well, that was a mild disturbance, I guess. Once again, stop tearing down trees.
Shit.
The fuck did that even come from? Did you bring that with you from home? The fuck? Alright, well. All's well that ends well. Once again, can I get an episode break at some time? I'd really like to end on an episode break. How much shotgun? 9? How much rifle ammo do I have? 14. Did not intend for that to be a flashbang. I intended for that to be a flare. But changing my weapons, I once again made myself a fool. A fool, Ralph? No. Where are you, motherfuckers? Oh, god damn it. Now I will switch to the hunting rifle. When the axe hits you. Yeah, it makes a good sound. But again, Remedy game. Everything kind of, like, works real well. You know, like, I think the gun sounds all sound real good. Like, the ambient, like, wind noise all sounds real good. Like, the sound design in this is fairly decent. That's the thing, like, I do believe this is a good game. That being said, it does have its flaws. Right now, its main flaw to me is how long these fucking episodes are. Oh, great, something's gonna happen. This seems like the appropriate way to deal with that. Okay, come on, back up. Back it up. All right. I feel like that went well. I feel like I kind of kicked ass in that fight. Like, not to toot my own horn, if you will, but like, I gotta start using that shit. I feel like I did real well in that fight that was supposed to be kind of difficult. I guess they didn't expect me to have all of the flares.
Mott had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins.
Who the fuck's Mott?
There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Snake? Which, by the way, like, because I've been so into, like, Metal Gear lately, I hear the boss and I instantly went, my mind instantly goes, Snake? Like, it's not great. Yeah, I've beaten the story of 5. Well, it's better than what it used to be, because before it was the boss, Bruce Springsteen? Like, which I almost never mean Bruce Springsteen, to be fair. Fuck that door. Tom. Curse you, Thomas Jane. Tom. I miss you, Tom. Tom. I miss Tom. CWTG. Tom, talk to me on TV. Tom. I miss Tom. Did you write this? Tom. Is Jerry in here? Damn. So this, I guess, kind of gives us a clue as to who's writing the messages. I think it might partly be the spirit of Cynthia, or No, her first name wasn't Cynthia Weaver? That was a person, right? I think this kind of gives us a clue, though. And we are now trapped in here. This is our home now. We live here. Oh, never mind. There's steps. It's cool. I hear monster snooting. But I finished up the story missions of Metal Gear Solid 5. So now I only have like the side ops that unlock after you've beaten the story. Oh boy, are they harder than the ones that you play throughout the game. Like, I keep getting murdered in this tank mission. Oh no, so many dudes. Good thing I have flares. Don't worry, I have more flares. In fact, y'all like the flares that much? Have a flare gun. Okay, I fucked up. We are well past now double the deaths that I started with. Like I said, it ain't so much that this game's hard. It's that they just keep throwing dudes at you. They hammer you with dudes. It's constantly dudes surrounding you. Dudes all up in your business. So many dudes. Dudeopolis over here. Really, motherfucker? One of the many things I didn't hear didn't kill you? Oh no, they're just gonna keep throwing dudes at me. Okay, it's one of those. Now then. As I was. But yeah, no, the side ops in Metal Gear 5 have gotten, like, real hard post-game. I only have a couple more left, though. Like, I'm almost done with Metal Gear Solid 5. Which is a shame, because I really enjoyed playing it all the way through. Like I still don't know if that's one that'll show up here. It might be a little long. Because I'm like 60 hours into it now.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
No, but really, how fucking long is this chapter?
I had to get there fast. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her phone
for 3 hours.
I was losing control.
It's 3 a.m. It's 3:18.
Stood in her place. I wanted to hit
We
him
might
with
just go
arms
to the
with
next
jelly.
checkpoint.
He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. I dreaded what I would find.
You? Wait.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
You're what? In the woods? Alone?
Sorry. Please, it's late. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Oh, I think this might be the end of the episode, maybe. Should have kneecapped him. Man, that darkness is not giving a fuck about that flare. That's worrisome. Because flares have been kind of OP so far. It's wild. So that's a real thing. Like, road flares will stay lit underwater because they rely on an oxidation process that doesn't require nearly as... See? Not wearing pants. Doesn't require nearly as much oxygen to happen. Like, it kind of feeds itself. It's a wild thing, but like a road flare actually will stay lit if you submerge it. Wouldn't have to be pantless in games, it's the law. I mean, will say, I almost always appreciate it when they are. End of episode 3. I'm cutting out the music because I'm not... No, we're with the main menu. Alright. Ooh. Hey, different thing. I'm not singing. We're not doing that. We're leaving because it's 3:21 in the morning and I want to go to bed. I was almost late for work the other day because I stayed up late. I can't do it again. But thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hanging out. Had a blast with more Alan Wake. I will also go Betty Bye. It's the time for that. It's midnight your time. Midnight and a half almost. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. And thank you for chatting and hanging out. All that. As always, you can find me any one of these up here. Or, if you'd prefer, the easily clickable links down in the description below. Or in the chat right now. We will be back Sunday with something. I don't know what yet. Because I am ill-prepared for things. I was not prepared to fight you on that social post. Fair. Sunday. Sábado? Is that Spanish for Sunday? Or Domingo? Is it Domingo? I don't know why that sounds just more fun in Spanish. That's Saturday. Domingo or Sábado? I literally do not know. Sábado is. Okay. So, Domingo then. Domingo's Sunday? Either way, it's Sunday. We'll be back with something. I don't know what. In fact, if you want... No, I'm not going to say that because someone's going to suggest a thing I don't have, and then I'll have to buy it, and that'll cost me money. What good is the Duolingo if you don't know what Sunday is, Jagboo? But yeah, I don't know what we're playing. I'll keep you updated, I guess. We'll see what Sunday brings. Might be something chill, might be some catch-up stuff. I don't know yet. Go train right now. Have you done your Duolingo for the day? Will the owl be angry? Tune in Sunday for the answers to these questions and more. But I am having a blast with Alan Wake. I like a game that's a little difficult, and as you can tell by the death count right here, it is difficult. Or not difficult, it just gets me sometimes. Non-zero numbers are those me falling off of shit too, though. But I will catch you all later. Bye! I don't like that. I don't like that, and I don't hate how I have to click on something and pull it to open things. Just do it for me, game. I'm not trying to simulate real life. You know, if I wanted to do that, I'd be wearing VR, one of them haptic vests, and swinging my arms at a dragon in Skyrim. So he can't get me in here, so I can just be like, just back and forth. And that's hubris. Price too high for... I look good with short hair, especially when I can, like, comb it and shit. Y'all are missing out on